Sabaini is only at the beginning of his knowledge of territory. I think that quality is fundamental. The wine must make you smile and express the territory where it comes from. The soil, the vineyard, and the family are the winning choices. The future of our company must be characterized by the quality and the passion for work for me.
Benvenuti! Welcome to the next generation. With me, your host, Giulia Stocchetti. Join me as I take you on a journey to discover young stars of the Italian food and wine world. Pronti? Andiamo!
Ciao a tutti and welcome back on the next generation. Today we are back to Italy after the Chile episode and I'm taking you to Illasi. Illasi is on the eastern part of Verona and it's a stunning, amazing place with a beautiful ancient rocca, that's a kind of castle, surrounded by amazing, stunning vineyards. That's here that Famiglia Sabaini makes his own wines out of indigenous grape varieties for really the new generation of consumers. So Famiglia Sabaini started as vine growers in the 30s with Alberto's grandparents. But today, Alberto and Sara are going to drive us through their story and what are their future plans, because we're curious to know what the new generation is up to. Because something quite interesting is that before the brothers Alberto and Riccardo took over the business, Famiglia Sabaini used to make wines just to be sold in bulk or used to grow grapes. But with this new generation of passionate winemakers, they started bottle their own wines with their own artistic label. So it's with huge pleasure that I welcome Alberto Sabaini and Sara to the show. Ciao ragazzi!
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Alberto Sabaini and I represent the fifth generation of the family farm and the second generation of the winery. I was born on September 15, 2002. I completed my high school studies in Agricultural Technical Institute of Lonigo and then a 3-year degree in enology at University of Udine.
That's fantastic.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sara Piubelli, and I was born on February 1st, 2003 in Soave, the beautiful city of wine. In fact, my family's origins are agricultural. Sometimes I also have, in fact, my dad in the vineyard. However, my passion has always been foreign communication. Indeed, I studied at the Copernico Linguistic High School, and then I graduated in foreign languages for international trade. This is what led me to follow the forensics department of the winery.
Oh my God, Sarah, that's unbelievable. We studied the same thing. I guess you went to Verona to take foreign languages, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, maybe I did it like a few years before you, but okay. So we got basically pretty much the same background. It's really, really interesting. Thanks for sharing. But Alberto, I was wondering, what drove you to become a winemaker? I mean, you were like forced from the family, or it was you and yourself who wanted to take over the family business?
I always wanted to know what goes into making a wine. This has driven me to study winemaking with passion. My family has always made me build the wine's world. The good thing is that the passion comes from working, and since I was a child, I have always been active, helping in the vineyards and in the cellar.
When you were a child, what was your favorite thing to do in the vineyards? Do you remember some specific moments, some special moments as a kid?
The harvest moment, in particular, when I was child, is very happy moment for the family and working together.
I'm curious to know more about Cantina Sabaini. When was the business founded and who started the whole project and who's actually the heart and soul of this winery?
Cantina Sabaini was born from a challenge of my parents, Adolfo and Mirca, in 2006, from simple great suppliers to the desire to make wine. We were small and we could not have many collaborators in the company, so Dad and Mom have always followed it, creating custom wines for other bottlers. It was here my brother Riccardo and I, along with our parents, wanted to do something more, enter in the world of bottling. The Sabaini of today was born with the reversed S in 2022 with the inauguration for the company wine shop on July 22, a key date where everything began. The soul of the company is precisely the cohesion of our two parents. The company is the first and foremost a family that helps each other.
So it's really a tight family and you work together and you're still all involved in the business, like you, Riccardo, and your parents, or it's just everything in the young generation's hands?
Yes, all the member of the family is important in the family business.
Can you please tell us, like, where are you located and what was the first wine that you put in the bottle?
So let's say, first of all, that Cantina Sabaini has 115 hectares owned. The 90% more or less is designated to the Valpolicella Comport, and the least 10% is designated to the white varieties such as Soave, Pinot Grigio, and of course Chardonnay. And the estates we own are 6 with a unique history and identity, of course. In fact, we find the red grape hill of Illasi, which is destined to the production of Corvina, then the white grape hill of Illasi, destined to all our white varieties, Oasi Musella for Pinot Grigio and Valpolicella DOC, Monte Pistozza for Valpolicella Superiore, Monte Castello d'Illasi for Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore, where the Illasi Castle is located, more or less. And then finally, of course, Monte Tomelon for our Amarone, which is our most important production, of course.
Oh, by the way, I have to say huge congratulations for your latest award from the Canter, because I saw that 2 of your reds really scored super high points. So that means you're on a good path, I guess. Are you happy about that?
Yeah, I really thank you, first of all. We are very, very happy to have received those big prizes and awards. You know, we are very young, we are a young team, and the word of bottle is new for us. Receiving these 2 important awards from the country really helps us to grow day after day. So we're very, very happy.
Yeah, and I see also that you got even more rewards from other wine guides like 5-star wine selection and other international important guides. Congratulations, you're so young, but you're receiving so many awards.
I really thank you. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. But now I got a question for Alberto. What was the first wine that you put in the bottle?
Amarone 2018. This is the first Amarone product when we opened the wine shop
Oh, wow.
and started the business in bottling in 2022.
Nice. And then I was wondering, what is the most rewarding moment during your day, and when is the best time of the year in your job?
Being able to follow the birth of wine from the vineyard to the cellar and following the cycle of the plant and the season is for me magical and unique, pure originality. The moment, or rather the moments that excite me the most are the pruning when everything starts and the harvest, which I call state exam that we winemakers have every year.
Oh my God, it's like the maturità, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like what we do in Italy after high school. We got this big exam that we call the maturità, and it's like a nightmare, but it forges you. So it's also an important milestone in someone's path. So yeah, I totally agree, Alberto. I like this metaphor to see harvest like the maturità. I just love it. Am I gonna steal it and use it in some future interviews? So while you're doing your job, do you rely more on technical precision? Do you count on your instinct? Do you do everything by yourself? You get someone helping you out? How does it work?
I'm very lucky to be accompanied on my journey by the winemaker Giuseppe Carcereri de Prati. This given me the opportunity to learn every day. I strongly believe in our territory, which is the key to success and authentically.
You know, in my past life, in my previous life, I used to work with Giuseppe Carcereri too. But I was making Soave, and it was a few years ago. And I think he is a great, great enologist, and he really knows the terroir, and he knows how to make really good wine. So I'm so happy to hear that. I didn't know it. That's beautiful. Fantastic. But now I want to hear Sarah's voice. So, from your point of view, from a wine lover's point of view, what's your favorite wine that Alberto makes? What do you think is like a wine for everyone?
Let's say, in my opinion, the Valpolicella DOC is a great wine. It is incredibly well matched, elegant, and I will say also refined. It pairs well with fish in the summer and with all the Mediterranean cuisine in general. It's like, according to my opinion, a very dynamic wine, as is its temperature. So it can be paired, let's say, cooler in summer and more enveloping in winter. Is truly an incredible wine, in my opinion.
It's like black. It works with everything, and it's like four seasons wine. It's always time to open this Valpolicella.
Yeah, you're right.
I was curious about also something else because it's not always easy to work in the family. And Alberto, I know that your brother Riccardo, who first I talked to, remember, is also involved in the business. So, how's working with your brother and what does he do?
Riccardo is my older brother and deals with the sales side of the company. He had a great passion for the wine and for Illasi. He often brings new ideas to the company. We are a great couple, each will well define the role and personal skills.
So, when it comes to making the final blends and making the wines, who's got the last and final word? Alberto from the enological point of view or Riccardo from the sales point of view? How does it work?
Let's say that they, as Alberto just said, they are a great couple. So they really collaborate a lot. Let's say that Alberto, being one of the winemakers of the winery, has the last word, of course, because of his technical precision. But the help of Riccardo is always necessary.
Nice. And Sara, I know you're the new entry of the winery. I mean, you just started working with Sabaini family. And so, can you please tell us what do you do? What are your impressions so far?
So let's say that, first of all, I discovered Cantina Sabaini during my sommelier course. I was really enchanted by the young team that makes it up and by the desire to tell a story of a unique territory, such as Val d'Illasi, through the production of wine. So I gradually helped the company in various times, such as in the wine shop, during tastings and fairs, making me understand that this was the right company for me. What is so important is that I have always seen a strong family bond, and this gives me a lot of motivation. Talking about my job, let's say that the most exciting part are the relationships I build with my various customers. Often they can evolve into a friendship. It's like a constant exchange. The most challenging part and aspect, however, is the interaction with different people. You know, the world is changing and it's a fundamental aspect knowing the best way to approach it. In any case, in my opinion, wine remains conviviality, happiness, and everyday life. And perhaps these are the clear winning words that give a good communication to enhance wine.
So basically, from what I got, you are on the sales side, right? You take care of export, I guess, or what?
Mostly about the export part of the binary.
Oh, nice. And where do you export your wines? What countries?
Let's say that Italy remains for us a very important market. And in the world in general, we are present for more or less, say, 40% of our own production, mainly in Northern Europe, China, and also the United States. And talking about the annual production, let's say that we have more or less 120,000 bottles, which are, of course, the selection of our best grapes.
What is your workhorse? What is the biggest production of yours?
Well, let's say that among the best-selling wines, we have certainly the Valpolicella Comport in general, but with the Valpolicella DOC and the Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore DOC, of course, a lot of interest goes to the Amarone DOCG and especially in China and in the United States, also to Pinot Gris and to the Soave DOC. Let's say so that our flagship wine remains the Valpolicella DOC, which is, as I said before, perfect for its elegance and everyday usage. But Amarone remains the most important point of reference, which is for us a unique and indelible signature of our territory. It's what best expresses the present and the future. In short, is like our challenge against time.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And how do you see yourself in the future? Like, do you see yourself in the wine world? Do you see yourself continuing into the export field? Or what do you think you'll be when you grow up?
I will really like to continue dealing with the export part because I have both formation on the sommelier level and of course a academic formation on international trade. So is what really makes me so enthusiastic. So I will be so glad to continue in this field.
Okay, what is your favorite wine in general? A wine that you're really enjoying this moment of your life, or a wine that gives you inspiration?
I like a lot Pinot Noir. They're both vinificated in red and also, of course, classic method. So I'm in a time of my life which is so into Pinot Noir.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. But now back to Alberto. So, Alberto, I've asked Sara about her future. Now I want to know, what is the vision of yourself in the future? Like, how do you see yourself in a few years?
Sabaini is only at the beginning of his knowledge of territory. I think that quality is fundamental. The wine must make you smile and express the territory where it comes from. The soil, the vineyard, and the family are the winning choices. The future of our company must be characterized by the quality and the passion for work for me.
Oh, that's amazing. And I was wondering, if someone is around your area in Illasi, would it be possible to come to visit you, to make a winery tour, wine tastings? Do you welcome people at your place?
Yes, of course. We have a very active hospitality compart here in our headquarters in Valdillasi. We do a lot of tour degustations, and of course, we're very present in many fairs, the most important fairs, and very active on our social media.
Oh, fantastic. Can you please tell us your handle on social media? How can we find you on social media?
Yes, of course, by writing, for example, on Instagram, Cantina Sabaini, and of course in our website, which is always fulfilled with the newest informations about the winery, Info Cantina Sabaini.
Thank you so much, Sara. Okay, now, Alberto, I'm so curious to know about this upcoming harvest. It's going to be the 2025. Yeah. How do you think it will be?
The season for now is very good. There are very big quantity of the grapes in our vineyard and very quality and in particular the sanity of the grapes. In prospect, we are very happy for this season.
Let's keep the fingers crossed that it's continued to be so nice. So we're going to have a good harvest and really good wines. Talking about wines, last question for you, Alberto, I swear. What is your favorite wine in terms of winemaking? Like, what wine do you like to produce most? White, red?
Allora, in particular, I like the Abarone della Valpolicella and its process of vinification, the harvest, manual harvest, and in particular the art of drying the grapes with the appassimento and the finish in the wood for the aging of this particular wine.
Okay, now I got a question for the both of you. What do you drink when you are with your friends?
I usually drink bubbles in the most, let's say, enthusiastic moments, but I am really into reds. I like a lot the comport of the Valpolicella. Let's say in a normal occasion, the Valpolicella DOC. During a dinner, especially a meat dinner, I will say our ripasso, which is so velvet in the mouth, is like butter. It has those strong scents of mature red fruits, so I really like it.
And Alberto?
For me, the same answer, and depends in particular from the situation and the moment. But I like a lot the sparkling wine, like Garganega Spumante or red, and white in particular. I like Soave or Pinot Gris.
And you produce both, right? Soave and Pinot Grigio.
Yes.
Well, guys, I guess we said pretty much everything, and it's time to wrap up this episode. But if you have something you'd like to share with us before we close the episode, you're most welcome to do it.
So for us, it will be so important to thank you and come visit us to see the story of the family, our territory, and of course, letting you hear us taste our wines, trying to build for you indelible memories.
A big thanks goes to Italian Wine Podcast for this great opportunity. And of course, another thanks also to you, Ayres, for being so passionate about the quality of Italian wine. We can't wait to see you in Cantina Sabaini. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks to the both of you for sharing your story and something about yourself and what you do for a living. I literally can't wait to come to see you and get to taste your wines, because I'm sure I will be so positively surprised. So, grazie mille, and see you next Sunday with a new episode of the Italian Wine Podcast. Cin cin!
Grazie for being with me today and listening to The Next Generation on the Italian Wine Podcast. Alla prossima! Cin cin!